How's it going, everybody? I am back in Fallout 4, and today I'm going to be building a watchtower at the front of Sanctuary. I'm going to be using a couple different posts. These are all from Toys Out of the Prams mods. I decided to go with a telephone pole. I didn't know which one to go with. I thought about using one that only has a post off the top in one direction, but I ended up going with this one. It kind of looks a little weird in the finished product, but it's not awful. I wanted it to be out over the water. I didn't want it to be like on the land above everything, because from this angle there's a good view out over the water and across the bridge, but it's not like raised above everything like you would think of a watchtower. I just wanted it to be a little bit different from what like a regular watchtower would be like. I wanted it to be a little bit more interesting. So I got these three posts. That wooden log that is at an angle, that one is separate. Obviously you just saw me move it, but I wanted it to be kind of held up and just look interesting by having different posts and different things hold it up rather than just like regular supports. I wanted it to look really scrappy, and my idea for this is I want like a central room, which is what this platform right here is, and then a walkway all the way around the tower. And I lost the place anywhere post right there. It's just gone. I don't know what happened to it. But I was going to grab it so I could move these logs, and I completely lost the place anywhere tool. So we'll get another one out here in a second. This isn't like a crazy build like the dual shops that I did. That was a little bit bigger of a build, I guess. This one is pretty simple for the most part. But I think that this ends up looking really scrappy and ends up looking really good. It fits the settlement pretty well too. I really like how it turned out. And if I do any sort of like watchtowers and stuff, I may do more things similar to this but different. You know, it looks real scrappy and kind of ramshackle, thrown together tower. But my idea, like I said, was to have a walkway around the whole building and it be just one central room in the middle. And right there I saw that this telephone pole was slightly above where I wanted it to be, so I went ahead and moved it down a little bit. I just went back up here to make sure. I probably could have added stairs to make it a little easier for me to traverse this, but I ended up not doing that. And then I end up moving this pole a little bit down so that it will be a little bit better looking like it's being held up. I'm actually really pleased with this settlement so far. The intentions for this were not to be like a full-blown settlement whenever I started building here, but it's kind of turning into one. I just need to unlock more settlements, I think, because this is a fresh save, so I just need to work on unlocking more settlements, which the only time that I've actually played the story and stuff on this save is whenever I did the video for the discussion, the first discussion video I made. I ended up recording me unlocking 3 separate settlements. I think in the video I only showed me unlocking 2 of them, but I unlocked Sunshine Tidings Co-op, Abernathy Farm, and what's the last one? One of the first settlements that you unlock. I don't remember right now off the top of my head. But I'm not sure where I want to go next. I'm not really too crazy about building in any of the places that I've built out so far, or that I have unlocked so far. Maybe Abernathy for just some random builds and stuff, but probably nothing that's going to turn into a settlement, because Abernathy's got a lot of room. I could unlock Starlight Drive-In and do something there, because I've not actually done like a original settlement there. I mean, I did the big one, but that was a recreation of an old build that I've done, so it's not quite what I would consider an original settlement of mine, because I had something to go off of, and it was a little bit easier for me to do that than like something like this where I have to come up with something on my own. But this is most of the build done already. Now it's just some details I add. I have to finish the center room still, and but this is pretty much the whole structure. I have to move that place anywhere tool, really, but I just wanted it to look real scrappy. So right here you can see I've got planks on one side and plywood on the other side to finish the walkway. I think that looks really cool right there. And then on the other side I've got some quarry catwalk pieces which fit right in. Now I had an idea for how I wanted the middle room to be, and I want it to be pretty open, mainly just someplace only 1 or 2 full walls are going to actually be on this, but it's going to be pretty open for the most part so that whoever's inside can defend themselves from inside the building. I wish that I had added a light on this, maybe. That probably would have been cool, to have a light on the actual building itself. The spotlight to shine on the bridge at night or out on the other side of the water. But it's all good. It still ends up looking alright. This little building is also going to have a pretty interesting shape compared to a lot of the other buildings that I do. It's very low on the backside where the window is. I end up not adding anything on top, so that's just the height that the roof actually goes up to. And I end up using the roof pieces from CVA to actually get the angle. So I have flat pieces on this end, and I try to make these, because they're the exact same shape, so if you have two facing the same way, they have the same like little metal bits kind of sticking out, so I try to change these up. I flip them around and stuff so that the same metal bits aren't kind of just poking out the same way, so you can't really tell that it's repeating textures as easily. But the other side I have to, because they only have the angled pieces facing in one direction, so I can't really do anything about that. But right here, this is what I was referring to. I tried to see if they would snap in, and then also I was just trying to see what angle would work best for these. But these seem to be the best angle. And I just grabbed 2 of them and I put them in using the Place Anywhere tool. I try to make sure that there's no gaps or anything between the roof piece on top and then the wall on the front. I think that I show there is a small gap, but it's really hard to notice unless you're actually like right up on the building like I just was. And also I can move back that half wall piece if I really wanted it to be no gap, I guess. But I end up leaving it open like this. I fixed the wall on the left right there to not be a tall piece, the piece that it just picked up. And like I said, I ended up fixing that so there was no gap I was trying to fix it right there without actually touching it. But here's the finished tour. You can see it looks very scrappy. I added some stuff down at the bottom to make it kind of look like it was a little bit better supported. I added another metal beam that goes over to the other metal piece that's holding up the front half of the building. You can see it's very open. Kind of just an extra piece of cover for the whole platform. I added some more railings, I think, on some of the more open parts of the build, and then I had fixed that. But not a whole lot of decoration because it's a very scrappy piece anyway. Just some I've really been dying, or like laying low on OC decorator, because that's I think what's really killing the game and killing the settlements and stuff. It's making it harder to really to keep my saves from breaking. So yeah, let me know what you guys think of this build. If I have a discussion in the comments, go ahead and let me know what you guys think for my next discussion video. Let me answer some of the questions that I've got on there, and then I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good one.